Hello and welcome to the final episode of our series IPL Auction Strategy, where we have actually talked about all other teams, about what should be their auction strategy going into that mega auction later this month. But there's one team left.
One team.
One team, that is the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So, all you Sunrisers Hyderabad fans, welcome to this discussion. And even if you're not a Sunrisers Hyderabad fan, you can still watch it and probably give us your comments and thoughts about what you feel about who should be in that squad. Because Siddhant, पांच बड़े नाम तो हैं इनके.
Yes. See, continuity, as you would say.
Right. So they've retained their core.
They've retained their coach. See, they were the runners up, right?
They were the runners up.
So you have to retain.
So भाई बैटिंग की अगर बात करें तो आपके पास पटाखे बजाने को बहुत लोग हैं.
बहुत लोग हैं.
You have Abhishek Sharma, you have Heinrich Klaasen, you have Travis Head.
You have
Cummins आपके पास bowling में है
और Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Nitish Kumar Reddy as an all-rounder you have there. 45 crores they have still left in that purse going into the auction. 5 लोग हैं. एक आप RTM यूज कर सकते हो to get your uncapped player back if you want to use that. But apart from that, still I mean 18 solid. अगर लिमिट है आपके पास कि आपको 18 तो चाहिए ही. 45 करोड़ में कैसे होगा?
हो जाएगा. See,
हो तो जाएगा.
End of the day, Sunrisers fans will be very happy. They have retained their explosive core.
The nucleus is there.
मतलब आपको पता है आपके ओपनर्स हैं. आपका नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी who suddenly became this big player is now about to make his debut for India also in all likelihood. So एक बंदा ऐसा है. You have somebody like a Heinrich Klaasen, the biggest payout in this IPL retention series.
23 crores.
23 crores SRH are paying for Heinrich Klaasen. So you can understand how much he's in demand and why that retention made sense. Yeah. For me, genuinely, in the India-South Africa series, we did not see the best of him. We saw 1 or 2 glimpses, but when it comes to Indian pitches, where it comes to playing spin, I think Heinrich Klaasen's retention and his familiarity with the Indian conditions make him a superb pick. And your finisher ho gaya aapke paas. Then Pat Cummins, as captain, you know he's going to be a captain again because aap tabhi retain kar rahe ho. You are paying 18 crores for Pat Cummins.
That's for sure.
So Pat Cummins is also
my
there.
My point over here is, yes, that is their strength, but sometimes, you know, there are certain teams जो उनकी strengths होती हैं, that is their weakness as well. You know why? Because if that top order doesn't come to party, अगर शुरू के 4-5 लोगों ने नहीं मारा, and you suddenly have that lower middle order जहाँ पे कुछ है ही नहीं. That was probably the reason why they lost that final as well last time around, and I think if they don't work on that in this season, we may as well see that situation falling upon them where agar Klaasen nahi chala.
Klaasen is key, like when it comes to that lower order rating, and also Nitish Kumar Reddy also to the extent I think will bat at number 4. In our minds, I think NK Reddy will bat at 4 and Klaasen probably will bat at 5 because finishing prowess also you need, right? You need somebody to hit those big massive sixes right at the end. I think Klaasen is tailor-made for that. I think one of their RTMs, love, will come to that in a moment's time. I think that will be a guy and a choice who will probably bat at number 7 for them. And
let's see, because
could be one of their finishers for that matter.
Okay, so if we actually think about their playing 11, hypothetically, the openers sorted.
Openers are sorted. 1, 2 are done.
Number 4, you have Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Number 5, Heinrich Klaasen.
Then you have number 6, number 7. And you have Pat Cummins
at number 8.
And then you again have 3 places to fill.
3.
So basically, number 3, most of the time, what happened in the last season was when they actually resorted to that opening pair, जहाँ पे Mayank Agarwal नहीं था. So they used Tripathi at number 3. Do you see him coming back to Sunrisers once again?
You never know. See, with Tripathi, you never know. They genuinely did not want to spend money on a capped player. That is why Tripathi was perhaps not retained. But I am sure there will be other teams also looking for Tripathi as an option in their middle order. Even as an opener for that matter, there will be some teams who might even think that Tripathi had done so well for franchises in the past when he was opening the innings. So maybe they could look at him. Tripathi could be an option, but you know that uncapped players mein RTM you won't be able to do. So they don't have enough money also to perhaps even go not overboard. Even maybe Tripathi you won't have to go overboard with, but 4-5 crore spending on Tripathi, I am sure there'll be other franchisees also who will be looking for him as an option.
Tripathi is a very good option at number 3.
So Tripathi, let's come to the RTM first. Let's fix that first because
ठीक है, तो
see there are
if
not
they
many.
actually use the right to match
There are
card,
not many uncapped choice because they only have
पता
an
है इनके साथ
uncapped
प्रॉब्लम
RTM.
क्या हो रहा है? मयंक मार्कंडे था इनके पास, who has now played one
One
T20
T20.
international, so वो uncapped है नहीं अब. ठीक है, उमरान मलिक was there, yes. So have you seen the comments? People are actually talking about उमरान मलिक, और हमारे पुरानी वीडियो से भी बहुत comments हैं कि that you're not talking about him. But then Siddhant, do you actually feel that the kind of impact that he had in the season before the previous one, he didn't have that impact in
No, see,
IPL
and
2024?
it happens to the best of the players
Yeah,
also.
I
Sometimes
mean
you
he
have
was
an off
all
season.
over the place.
No, but
Line length नहीं थी.
no, Umran Malik, the thing is, he always went for the kind of pace he bowls at. Even if you get one bat on it, the ball will fly to the boundary also.
Exactly.
So,
And also the fact that आजकल pace से ना लोग डरते नहीं हैं. I'll tell you why. So you have seen those sticks जिससे आजकल practice करते हैं, जैसे ball comes off.
yeah. Throw.
Yeah,
The
so
ball thrower has to.
that ball thrower actually generates a speed up to 150, 160.
Okay.
So जब nets में आप उतनी speed पे practice कर रहे हो, so you don't really fear pace. I think that's probably the reason why line and length also becomes very crucial, even if it's a T20 match. So Umran Malik वहां पे थोड़ा सा fade away हो रहा है.
थोड़ा सा हुआ है. See, at the end of the day, it will also matter a lot what the scouts have seen in recent times.
Yeah.
You know what franchises make of investing in somebody like an Umran Malik. You see, LSG have again gone and invested in Mayank Yadav, even
They have
though brilliant line and length. Also, my point is brilliant line and length, but he's injury prone.
Yeah.
उधर दूसरा
That's
setback
true.
है. There's a big setback there also, right? The guy went to the Indian team also and then got injured again. So you are also unsure about that aspect, but at the end of the day, because there's quality, you will most likely retain a player like that because you think he could be the next big thing in Indian cricket. So that's there with Mayank Yadav. Every one of us thought that Umran Malik bowling those, the crazy, fast, pacey deliveries, smashing into stumps, getting people bowled. I thought Umran Malik, that his first season, everybody thought, oh my God.
No, but I
what's
had
gonna
my
happen?
doubts. I was always doubtful.
No, I'm
with
saying
that guy.
now people have their doubts. So even if Umran Malik gets picked, we know he's not going to fetch a huge amount. Okay, because we have seen him go all over the park last season.
And we don't know how many games will he get to play, because let's be honest, there are
that will depend
multiple bowlers
I'm
that are
saying
coming through the ranks.
that will depend on whichever team takes him. I'm not just talking about SRH. SRH might not even take him, for that matter. See,
Even I
we
don't
knew
think so.
So we knew that retention won't happen. SRH invested quite a bit into Umran Malik over the years. Both him and Abdul Samad were two guys from Jammu and Kashmir who they actually invested heavily on. And to an extent, I don't think they have reaped that kind of dividends.
Yeah.
So maybe they will look at changes. But at the same time, love RTM wise, if you look at the squad that they had last year, I think the best option that they have got for a player,
For sure. It
for player
has
to
to
use
be
the
Abdul
RTM
Samad.
on, that's Abdul Samad. And towards the last season, we saw glimpses of some good knocks from him. But the thing with Abdul Samad is that for a number of years, he has promised a lot, but that hasn't sort of translated into performances on the field.
But I still feel that strike rate sometimes takes precedence over how many.
No, yeah. So that's
runs you
why
have
his
scored.
strike rate last year was really good, right?
It was very impressive.
How
Over
much?
150, I think it was.
I think it was, if I'm not wrong, might be even 160, 170. Could be.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So strike rate any day. If,
And also
even
somebody
if you're
coming at
getting-
7. Somebody coming in
Exactly,
at
I was
7.
about to say that. Even if you're getting a couple of balls to play, and if you can smash 10, 12 runs, I think that is where you win or lose T20 matches. So Abdul Samad, yes, if they want to use that right to match card, they can probably go with him, because और कोई option यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा है. अनमोल प्रीत सिंह और ये सब लड़के हैं, but then you'll probably
Sanveer
not
Singh
use
was
it
also
for him,
there,
right?
but why I think Abdul Samad, because of he has played a number of IPL seasons also, Abdul Samad. So maybe that is why it'll be easier for SRH to go for RTM with him. Yeah. So I think that we can narrow it down. We
ठीक है,
think
नंबर
RTM
3 पे एक बार बात करते हैं, since
Number
we're talking about now players who are on their target. नंबर 3 पे कौन हो सकता है? If not Rahul Tripathi, then who?
Actually, there are a lot of options. One guy, I think, who's going under the radar, and
mind you, they need Indian flavor as well, because
that's
तीन
what
तो
तीन तो fixed foreigners हैं. So you can only have one more in your 11. So their priority will always be finding that right Indian talent for the 11. Most of all.
नंबर 3 पे we feel Indian ही होने वाला है.
I think Indian ही होने वाला है. मतलब केन विलियमसन तो वापस नहीं लाएंगे जो पहले था. So I think Indian options में one guy I'm thinking about love, who I genuinely feel can be a great option, can bowl a bit also. Naman Dheer. We saw him with Mumbai, had a great time with Mumbai, and a lot of people might say that even Mumbai might go and look at RTM options and say Nehal Vadera, Naman Dheer, Anshul Kamboj. In तीन में से एक के साथ they might use it. But for SRH, I think they can genuinely, if Mumbai don't go for an RTM, they can genuinely go for Naman Dheer. He can be a good
Naman Dheer
choice.
actually had a strike rate of over 177.
And also he batted at number 3. And he batted lower down the order also. He batted at number 3
62
also.
that he scored in one of those matches and batting at a strike rate of 177.
So one of the brighter aspects of Mumbai's campaign, I think Naman Dheer can be a choice for
Absolutely,
sure.
I agree.
Another guy you look at who played number 3 for some other team, even opened also 1 or 2 games, is Athar Taide. Punjab Kings.
You remember he played for Punjab, but he didn't get many chances in that IPL. So if we actually take out his numbers, he played 2 matches that season for Punjab last time around, had scored 46 in one of those matches,
Highest
and his strike rate was 156.
Not bad, see. I'm saying
So
at
as
times
an
it talks
option,
about
yes,
opportunity.
for sure. But then I still feel that जो सबसे बड़ा नाम इस time पे miss कर रहे हैं ना, and he is also making waves at the right time. That's Mahipal Lomror. 2 days back, that guy has smashed 300 in Ranji Trophy.
Wow.
So I think वही बात है ना, auction के पहले जो एकदम से पटाखे बजा दे,
पटाखे जो बजा दे वो मतलब franchises के plans में ना भी हो, but because you are in the news, so everybody you garner eyeballs. Then people look at you and say maybe it's an option. Also,
नहीं, but एक मिनट
Lomror was really good for RCB.
He was really good for RCB. So yes, I was coming to that. Since you were talking about strike rates, किसी का 156 है, किसी का 170, this guy's strike rate last time was over 180 for RCB.
Wow.
180. Imagine.
180.
So I think yes, a very good prospect.
Also might go on one of the under the radar buys perhaps, because he has shown that he can smash the ball big. He did that for RCB. अब ये लोग कहेंगे हर मैच देखिए, हर मैच में हर कोई नहीं चलता है. You will find great players. What happened with Sanju Samson in the South Africa series? 100, 2 ducks, then 100 again, and then you saw what happened. Yeah, man. I totally agree to that, and we'll have to. So you always also see कि भाई पैसा भी कितना है. 45 crores they have. तो यहाँ पे ना एक और option जो बन सकता है सिद्धांत. That was Shea Hope, but then again. Shea Hope, wow. He is in the form of his life. That's a good name, yeah. A lot of people, again, another under, but then would you use your fourth overseas? That's the problem that they have now. Fourth overseas. अगर आपने ये ले लिया, so you are probably done with your 4 overseas. No, they're done. 3 are fixed. 3 are fixed. Travis and Heinrich Klaasen, Pat Cummins, all are fixed. You look at Shea Hope. I'll tell you, I guess, why you are saying it, and I'll also, if you want to add to that, Shea Hope has been doing well for West Indies. Like even in ODIs, he's been doing well. Last year for Delhi Capitals also, we saw some good knocks. Yeah. Like maybe not something too substantial, maybe not those 60s, 70s, 80s and all, but those 30, 40s. And I think those 30, 40s gave you an idea कि भाई ये बंदा मार सकता है. Because anyway, Delhi's middle order was very wobbly, like it always is. It is. The only thing is with Shea Hope, maybe some franchisee who wants a wicketkeeper also might look at him as a better choice, because see, Heinrich Klaasen is there with these guys. So maybe he can play as a pure batter if SRH are thinking about that. And not to forget, even for West Indies, last 2 T20 internationals, 160 odd runs he scored, 60, 50 or whatever that was. But and he looked really good. His form is top notch. Yeah. Limited overs cricket in ODIs specifically. See, T20s, he hasn't played a lot of them. But jitna dekha hai, last 2 at least, from what I've seen against England, I can say that he can be an option. And when you're clicking right just before the auction, there are teams looking at you and saying, what? This is I know this is not related to SRH as such, but since we're talking about people who are clicking at the right time, West Indies is producing some brilliant talent. सिद्धांत, एंड आई थिंक सडनली ना जो बाकी आईपीएल टीम्स हैं वो भी सोच रही होंगी वेस्ट इंडीज से उठाओ, बिकॉज बीटिंग इंग्लैंड कंसिस्टेंटली. No, consistently नहीं. See, England won the first 3 games, right? Then no, but in ODIs as well I'm talking about. So yeah, ODIs तो associate West Indies. ODIs तो इंग्लैंड के फॉर्म के बारे में कंसिस्टेंटली जीतेंगे. But but England के बारे में ODIs में इस time the less said the better.
But
They have been
have you
struggling.
seen the form that Evan Lewis is in?
I'm saying great.
पागल हो गया है वो.
Evan Lewis, Shea Hope. Brandon King was dropped for Shea Hope, and then Shea Hope, performed so well in those 2 games that I think they'll continue with
But I
him
think
later.
ये जाने वाले हैं, तगड़े जाने वाले हैं. Evan Lewis, I predict this that Evan Lewis
will fetch a big price.
Not a big price, but then I feel कि उसका IPL बहुत अच्छा होगा. Price कुछ भी हो.
अच्छा, देखते हैं.
IPL बहुत अच्छा.
He's part of the auction, right?
He's part of the auction, yes. So let's move on now. अब जो all-rounder की हम बात.
But no. Ask these guys also, no guys. Number 3, we said 1, 2, 1 Abhishek Sharma, 2 Travis said. Number 3 we don't know. Number 4 we know Nitish Kumar Reddy most probably. Number 5 Heinrich Klaasen. So your top 5 में number 3 is left. So SRH fans right now tell us who you think should be that number 3 and take into account that who would you use that 4th overseas pick for.
मैं एक और चीज बताऊं. I was actually going through that auction list and I came across this name, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. This is a guy who's just 13 years old.
13 years old.
13 years old. He's not even 14 and he is in the auction, the youngest ever. अब ये लड़का आया कहां से? बिहार के लिए खेल रहा था रणजी ट्रॉफी.
Okay.
At the age of 12, 13, he was playing Ranji Trophy. He was so impressive that he was selected for India under 19.
कूच बिहार वगैरह तो नहीं खेल रहा था.
कूच बिहार भी खेला है. हाँ. Under 19 India youth test against Australia उसका लिए select हुआ, जाके fastest 100 कर दी उनके against. He's part of the auction and I think
you think he will get picked?
I think if he gets
picked, it'll be a record, ना मतलब I don't know whether he'll play anything or not, but कोई तो ले लो यार, 20 लाख में ले लो. मजा
आ जाएगा.
मजा क्या, at least
30 लाख से जो भी है. But my point is, अगर इनको भी जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं कि नंबर 3 के लिए चाहिए,
ये नहीं ले रहे हैं.
ये नहीं ले रहे. But
they are not like हम कितना ही चाहे, they are not playing him at number 3. Love, I agree to that fact.
I want to see him.
That I want him to be a part of the squad. Get a feel of how IPL is. That'll be great for his exposure. That'll be great for his overall development.
Exposure. इंडिया का जो अंडर 19 एशिया कप का स्क्वाड है उसमें भी है ही. अब
भाई साहब सही में
14 साल का नहीं हुआ बट अंडर 19 स्क्वाड में जा रहा है.
भाई फिर तो पिक हो सकता है लड़का.
Very impressed the most, that was under 23 category while he was 13 years old.
Wow.
So I don't know, I mean once in a generation talent, but then
scam
it's too early to say.
अब
मैं बताता हूँ स्कैम की जहां तक बात है ना, इसका बोन मैरो टेस्ट कराया बीसीसीआई ने और उसकी एज उतनी ही आ रही है.
स्कैम भी नहीं है दोस्तों, स्कैम भी नहीं है. बिकॉज होता है काफी जगह होता है कि एज कुछ और होती है, आप अपने आपको काफी यंग दिखा देते हो.
So you never know. I'm also not sure कि अभी IPL का exposure उसको होना भी चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए. But then obviously when you come across such talent, you want to see him more. But let's see what happens. हाँ, so we were on the all-rounders now. क्या करें भाई all-rounders?
So number 6 और 7 में मतलब समाद के अलावा कौन हो सकता है एक और बंदा? They
obviously have Nitish Kumar Reddy जो all-rounder है. But then you need that finisher all-rounder जो जाके भैया मारे तो फिर रुके ना.
यार बहुत सारे थे बट वो सारे हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. So I genuinely don't know who are we thinking about.
भाई देखो सैम करन, ग्लेन फिलिप्स, इन टाइम के लोग बन जाएंगे यहाँ पर क्योंकि थोड़े आपको बहुत एक्सपेंसिव नहीं है.
ग्लेन फिलिप्स was part of SRH last season also, hardly got a game, and the problem right now is for New Zealand, in the Test series he was good against India, but in T20s really haven't seen a lot from him in terms of batting or bowling. तो भैया नहीं पता मुझे
भी नहीं पता. But then you need that number 7 spot. Number 7 पे किसे रखोगे फिर आप?
अब्दुल समाद. Number 6 के आप किसको रखोगे?
Number 6, number 7 जो भी, तो क्या करोगे वहां पर?
सैम करन को खिला दें इधर भी.
मुझे लग रहा है सैम करन हो सकता है. Never know. सैम करन, ग्लेन फिलिप्स मुझे इनमें से लग रहा है हो सकता है. There's Romario Shepherd as well.
There's Romario Shepherd who's done well for West Indies by the way. So could be the fourth.
They have many options.
Could be that. But if you take I think genuinely इन्हें आउट एंड आउट बॉलर लेना चाहिए 4th ओवरसीज ऑप्शन. या इंडियन ही रखोगे उधर भी?
पता है इंडियन में क्यों कह रहा हूं रखना चाहिए? I'll give you the list.
Okay.
Wait. There's T Natarajan, there's Bhuvneshwar Kumar, there's Deepak Chahar, there's Jaydev Unadkat, there's Vaibhav Arora as well. If you're talking about pacers जो ये टारगेट कर सकते हैं, because मैं क्यों इनकी नाम ले रहा हूं? क्योंकि पर्स छोटा है. बाकी टीम्स जो है बड़े पेसर्स की तरफ जाएंगी, मे बी फॉरेन पेसर्स.
You think Natarajan won't fetch a big price? I think Natarajan will fetch
45 करोड़ के हिसाब से आ जाएगा. इतने पर्स में वो उसके लिए इतना शेल आउट करोगे?
Natarajan के लिए मतलब if he is fit, I think people will shell out 7-8 crores at least.
हाँ, I mean not more than that for sure, but 5 to 8 crores में
कई बार
जाएगा.
यार ऑक्शन डायनामिक्स ना ऐसे चेंज हो जाते हैं कि यू वांट
That's
दैट
also
प्लेयर
true.
एंड आपको लगता है भाई 4 करोड़ ऊपर में और दे दूंगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट वही वाली चीज है, वी डोंट नो व्हाट द
हाँ, तो
फ्रेंचाइज
my
दैट
point is, if not
and
Natarajan,
Natarajan is a
miss
choice.
हो गया,
No,
Natarajan
but
miss हो
Natarajan
गया,
is a
Bhuvi,
choice.
हाँ.
If SRH are looking at again continuity where they could get 2, 3, 4 players, I think Natarajan will be above Bhuvi on that list.
I doubt because
Why? Because
see,
Natarajan is younger.
for
Traditional
SRH, yes, I can
left
agree
arm
with you,
pacer.
but then I think Bhuvi को बाकी teams भी काफी target करेंगे.
Maybe, but for me, Natarajan is a great bowler for your depth. Okay, with his Yorkers, and if he's fit, the problem is sometimes injury issues and all that, heel issue hai, kuch hai. But if he's fit, I think Natarajan can be a very good pick.
Even I like
Another
Natarajan
under the
can be a
radar
very
pick.
nice pick, but my point is, अगर इनसे Natarajan miss भी हो जाए, if let's say a team goes big on him and Bhuvi भी miss हो गया, but they still have a lot of options. Jैसे Vaibhav Arora is in such good
Vaibhav
form.
Arora.
I think KKR वैसे छोड़ने देगा नहीं उसे.
अब वही है, पैसे उनके पास भी ज्यादा नहीं
But
है,
then
इनके
इनसे
पास
तो
ज्यादा
10 करोड़ ज्यादा है.
बट इतने भी ज्यादा नहीं है ना, दे माइट लुक एट अदर.
देखो, अब वही बात होती है ना, जिनका बनाया हुआ लड़का है ना, वो उसके लिए शायद थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा भी चाहिए.
हाय हाय, बनाया हुआ लड़का केकेआर का फैन बोल चुका है.
है बनाया यार.
नो,
तो
बट पंजाब ने भी तो बनाया था ऐसे. वैभव अरोड़ा played for Punjab
he
also
played for
ना.
Punjab, but then didn't do very well, or he wasn't backed.
तो पंजाब
KKR is one team who backs their players.
it does. I think you have to give it to KKR. They do value loyalty. We have talked
Uncapped
about
मुझे
it
लग रहा है
before.
कि you remember once he actually
16
said 11
crore,
crores एक बार.
16 crore also.
16 crores पे भी गया था.
16 या 14 ऐसी कुछ
I
तो
think
था.
that was the
RPSG वाले सीजन
biggest
के बाद.
drop for a player ना. 11 crore से I think वो
I
कुछ 1
think
करोड़ पे बिका था.
the problem was that the money played on his mind कि यार इतना पैसा दिया इन्होंने मेरे को परफॉर्म करने, he did not perform.
That actually can happen. यार players under pressure आ जाते हैं. It's very natural to
काफी.
happen. When you think कि यार justify करना है ये price tag ना, वो मुश्किल हो जाती है. But then yes, so यहाँ की हमने बात कर ली, बहुत सारे options हैं, they can bid for them. Spinners, I think again Indian flavor के साथ
They
जाना
had
पड़ेगा.
Banendu Hasaranga last year who did not come to play for them.
बनेंदु हजारंगा के साथ यही होता है, आता है तो चला जाता है या आता ही नहीं.
What about Mayank Markande? Could they get him back?
I like that guy. Uncapped
And
नहीं है अब.
did decently for them.
हाँ.
Got wickets.
Till that रजत पाटीदार ओवर जहाँ 4 छक्के मारे थे, I think वहां से कहानी चेंज हो गई थी इनकी. So हाँ, मयंक मार्कंडे हो सकता है. I think सुयश शर्मा can be a very good option, और अनुकूल रॉय for that matter.
सुयश शर्मा फिर केकेआर वाले कहेंगे हम
अरे
लेके
यार,
आए थे लड़के को.
अब अच्छे प्लेयर वहां से आ रहे हैं तो मैं क्या करूं. But then उनको स्पिनर्स नहीं चाहिए ना भाई. KKR doesn't mean spinners. उनके पास चक्रवर्ती है.
What about Afghan flavor? What if मोहम्मद नबी, मुजीबुर रहमान या फिर अला गफनजार?
I think अला गफनजार.
नहीं गफनजार नहीं, गजनफर. My bad guys.
गजनफर.
मतलब काफी धांसू सा नाम होता है. गजनफर हाजिर हो. Sorry. खसन. Okay.
कोशिश कर रहे हैं बट हम फेल हो रहे हैं.
मतलब हो सकता है प्रोनाउंसिएशन अभी भी सही नहीं कर रहे
नेम यार, what a name.
बट या
बट हाँ, ये हो सकता है बिकॉज 16 ईयर ओल्ड, अब शायद 17 का हो गया होगा. तो इतना महंगा.
13 साल वाला भी इधर लेते हैं, 16-17 साल वाला भी इधर लेते हैं.
यंगेस्ट 11 बनाएंगे.
एवरेज एज यंगेस्ट हो जाएगी क्योंकि बाकी सारे तो थोड़े थोड़े अभिषेक शर्मा को छोड़ के थोड़े से एज वाइज थोड़े बड़े हैं.
हाँ नहीं, आपका नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी
तब वो भी यंगेस्ट हो गए
तो बना सकते हैं. SRH if you're listening, यंगेस्ट बना के हिस्ट्री बनाओ. बट हाँ, तो ये सारे ऑप्शंस हैं. इफ देयर इज एनी अदर नेम दैट कम्स टू योर माइंड.
आई थिंक वी हैव डिस्कस्ड क्वाइट अ फ्यू ऑप्शंस. मेरे को अभी भी
SRH के लिए डिस्कस कर लिए, किसी के लिए नहीं कर.
आई थिंक आई वांट टू हियर फ्रॉम यू गाइस अबाउट द फोर्थ ओवरसीज पिक. कौन, मतलब किस पोजीशन में खिलाओगे, चाहे वो स्पिनर हो, चाहे वो पेसर हो, चाहे वो ऑलराउंडर हो, चाहे वो नंबर 3 हो.
हाँ, बट मेरे को ही लगता है पैट कमिंस के साथ आपको फोर्थ, मतलब आपको
Pat
पेसर वहां पे
Cummins,
चाहिए, फॉरनर पेसर.
I'll be honest with you, Pat Cummins in T20s for me is not a great bowler.
True, I agree to that. But then my
He's a good
point over
captain.
here is, अब जब पैट कमिंस है ना, अब वो करेगा तो है ही 4 ओवर.
हाँ, 50 रन दे देगा, 4 ओवर 50 रन.
ऐसा नहीं है.
दिए पिछले साल दिए हैं.
वो तो देखो हर किसी को पड़ते ही.
I genuinely
44.
I'm joking. No, the thing with Pat Cummins also is adds value with the bat. Can hit 20-30 odd good runs at the end.
But let's be honest यार, SRH को बैटिंग की जरूरत नहीं है उसकी, because अगर पैट कमिंस तक बैटिंग की जरूरत पड़ रही है ना उन्हें, फिर तो भाई सीरियसली
Pat Cummins won KKR a game. You remember with his bat.
अरे that was crazy man. He just kept hitting those sixes और 50 कर गया था 15-16 बॉलों में. But then yes,
हम अगेन हम डाइग्रेस कर रहे हैं दोस्तों. enough, we have spoken about this for a long time. So now you let us know who you think is gonna be the biggest buy in the auction for SRH. Not biggest picks in terms of who would you want to have in your team.
absolutely. And
do also let us know कि आपके हिसाब से that overseas pick कौन होगा.
और प्लेइंग 11 बनाओ,
Playing 11
प्लेइंग
बनाओ.
11 बन रही है मतलब keep them coming. Amazing that you guys, the work that you guys are putting in.
मजा आ रहा है
भाई पूरे स्क्वाड बना रहे हैं लोग, उसके साथ
करोड़ भी लग रहे हैं. कितने करोड़ में मिलेगा
फिगर्स के साथ.
किसी बंदे ने टीम बनाई थी वो कुछ 150 करोड़ की बैठ रही थी. मैंने कहा भाई कहां से, बट ठीक है, आई गेट इट, इमोशंस. But
so glad guys you supported us throughout this series, and thank you so much since you are showing so much love, and we'll keep bringing you such videos. ये series यहाँ पे खत्म हो रही है, but then IPL तो वही अभी.
No, but we will keep doing videos for you, don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. और अभी ऑक्शन है,
ऑक्शन
आ रहा है.
ऑक्शन के दिन भी आपके साथ होंगे पूरे दिन. डोंट वरी, वी विल बी देयर संडे एंड मंडे. हमारा संडे पैक्ड है आपके लिए. So don't worry about it, guys. We're going to be there. If you like our content, if you like our content, want to be part of the conversation, because we are planning to go live that day. So do like, do share, do subscribe, and please just keep supporting us.
Keep those comments coming.
Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you.